Hey everybody, welcome back to day 2 of the 12 Days of Christmas Sewing Jamboree. In today's sewing tutorial, I will be showing you how to make a slim wallet. Now this is one of my favorite scrap busting projects that I make. These are great for vending tables. They're perfect for the upcoming holiday because they fit gift certificates or gift cards perfectly. They also fit folded cash, business cards. These are just all around a really great little fun project. So in here, I already have my hang tags. You can see this is the size of a business card and it just slides right in, no problem. So it's got this first little pocket and then the divider pocket. So it technically has 2 slots here. You can customize this. You can, instead of making this angled here, you can make it rounded. You could do an inverted V. You can leave it straight across. So really the options are endless. You can do a little applique on the front or the back. It's totally up to you how you want to customize this little wallet. So be sure to pop to my Facebook group. The link is in the description box to get this free downloadable PDF template. And let's make some slim wallets. In the PDF, you will see 2 pattern pieces. So it has the main panel, the exterior, which is going to be this, and then it wraps around to this backside. And then you have the divider piece, and that is this middle piece right here. This one is really fun. If you want to do a 2-tone wallet, you can cut your divider in a different color cork just to, add some pizzazz. So I already have mine cut, and you can see they're just squared off. I haven't cut my angles here because I wanted to let you know that if you don't want to have an angled top, you don't have to. You can leave it squared off. You can also curve it, make it round. You can do opposite edges to where you have different angles, so where they go across. Sorry, that's not really making sense. But you can, what I'm trying to get at is you can do this top edge any way that you like. I really like the angular, and this is what I have switched to over the past year or so. I used to do all rounded, but when I'm doing batch sewing, I find that this angle is much easier and quicker to cut. So what I like to do, once I cut out my rectangles, I have it branded here. And so this you need to be careful of because this is actually the back of the wallet. And so when you're cutting your angles, you need to cut what's going to be in the front. So if you brand your piece, make sure you're cutting the opposite side, but I stack them together like so. And then I just take my ruler and I do a 1/2 inch angle on both. And then stacking and cutting them like that ensures that they are the same angle and that, that they'll match. And then essentially what you do, now that you have that ready to go, if you want to, you can top stitch across here, but I find that it's not necessary. It doesn't change the structure of the wallet. So I just skip that just to make this a really quick sew. But if you wanted to, you would top stitch across this angle, top stitch across that angle, and then top stitch across this straight edge here. And so once you do that, you're going to flip. So your main exterior panel is wrong side up. Take your divider pocket and you're going to line up this top corner here at the top right. Or if you cut it to where it's left side angle, you just want this top edge of the divider pocket to meet up with the top edge of your panel. And then you're just going to fold up and over to where it's a 1/2 inch gap here. Then clip. And then you just go to the sewing machine and you're going to start. I sew with my card slots up so I can add some back stitching over the stress points. But so I start at the top right, so down, across the bottom, and back up, and then it's all done. So I will see you at the machine. Okay, so this is where we're at. Now what I'm going to do is just trim up my sides here, and then this piece will be all done. So you can see this one came together in, less than 5 minutes for sure. And then just to finish this off, what I would do is just add some glue here on the edges and then ta-da. That concludes day 2 of 12 Days of Christmas. I hope that you found this little sewing tutorial fun, quick, and easy, and I can't wait to see yours. Be sure to post in the group so that I can see all of your fun combos that you're coming up with, and I will see you back here tomorrow for day 3.